this lesson we are looking at what happens when we renovate a house. So we're still going to be looking at floor plans that we've looked at before, and we know now some of the symbols that are on them. But we're going to be working out how much it costs to do different jobs. So we can use our plans and our sketches to calculate how much of different materials we need to buy and how much it will cost to purchase those materials. So if we look in our example, we have got the floor plan for Susie and Ian's house, and they're going to renovate some areas of their house. Now, this is typical of most plans you'll see. They're going to have just one spot which indicates where north is. And in Australia, you really want your living areas to be facing north. That's a handy hint, because you get most of your sunlight through there during the day. So you want your house to have a northerly aspect if you can, and there to be your living areas. And we'll see more about that in our energy efficient section that we do later in the topic. But the numbers that are on here, they're all going to be millimeters. And we use millimeters because they're a small measurement, and it means you're going to get an accurate lengths of materials when you're buying things and making things. If we have a look here, our first example says Ian and Susan are going to lay wood, this word's parquetry flooring, or parquet flooring in the lounge room. The flooring costs $68 per square metre. How much will the flooring cost? And we're going in the lounge room. So our lounge room is here. So first of all, we're going to have to find the area of the lounge. So the area is going to be, now it's 6,500 millimetres. I'm going to just remind you, we've got millimetres, centimetres, metres, and to convert in between them, 1 metre, so we're going to do times 100 this way, times 10 that way, divide 100, divide 10. So if we're going to change all of our measurements from millimetres straight to metres, we are going to divide by 1,000. And if we're going to go back this way, we're going to times by 1,000. And the reason I'm going to tell you that is because all of our costs are going to be in square metres and how many metres. So let's just put them in metres straight up. So our lounge is going to be 6.5 metres in this direction. So 6.5, it's a rectangle, so we need to times it by its width. If you have a look, the width of the lounge room is the same as the width of the bedroom 1, which is 4,000 millimetres. We're going to divide that by 1,000, and that's just 4. So our area of our lounge is 6.5 metres times 4 metres, which gives us 26 square metres. How much will the flooring cost? It's going to be the 26 metres, square metres that we've got, times $68 for each of those metres. So times that flooring is going to cost $1,768. If we have a look at part B, it says they're going to replace the skirting boards in bedroom 1, and we've got to assume the door is 820 millimetres wide. How many metres of skirting board are needed? So across here in bedroom 1, we're going to use these measurements. So the length is going to be, now again, what are we saying? How many metres of skirting board? So this is going to be 4 metres across here. We know it's 4 metres wide. We worked that out before. The other side of the bedroom here is going to be 4 metres. And this side is going to be 4 metres, but we have to take out the 820 millimetres there. So what about if we just said the length is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, take away that 820 millimetres. Now that's millimetres, so if we divide that by 1,000, you get 0.82. So we'll count the full length of the wall and then we'll take out the bit for the doorway. So grab your calculator and add that up. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Take away 0.82. And I don't want it to be a fraction. So I'm going to hit my S to D button. And that tells me it's 15.18 metres of skirting board. The next part says that those skirting boards cost me $15 per metre. What will be the cost of the skirting boards? So my cost is going to be 15.18, and we're going to multiply it by $15. So to pop that in my calculator, oh, sorry, 15.18 times 15. Again, I don't want this fraction, so I hit S to D, and it's money, 227.7, but it's money, so I need to fill that extra decimal place in with a 0. So my skirting boards will cost me $227.70. Now sometimes you'll get told that you can't buy 15.18 metres of something. You're going to have to buy it to the nearest metre, so you might have to buy 16 metres of your skirting board. There's another example for this reference sheet today. You have a look at the last example, and it says this is a diagram of Jackie's family room. So we've just got Jackie's family room here, 5.5 metres by 4 metres. Jackie is laying cork tiles on the family room floor. The tiles cost $37.50 per square metre. How much will they cost? So my first part I have to do is find the area of the room. It's a rectangle, so that's perfect. Rectangle is length times width. So 4 times 5.5. I can work that out on my calculator. That gets me 22 square metres. And my cost is $37.50. So my cost is going to be 22 times $37.50. So that's going to cost $825. So this is a bit more mathsy, this lesson, a bit more working out calculations and costs of things. I need you today to have a look at exercise 1205 and see how you go working out the costs of doing renovations to some houses.